morning, checking in from the road. This is a little bit of a Nepomuk Narly race report. It's a little bit of a vlog of how we do this midsummer van trip adventuring. So yeah, over my shoulder you can see the van. Laura is out on a ride. We are in central western Montana. I am at a playground right now. We had a campsite relatively close by. The kids are playing here. Got my coffee. I'm scouting where I'm gonna be doing my ride later in the day. Bigger picture, backing up all the way to when I departed New England. I drove solo, weaving my way through the Great Lakes from Vermont to Fargo, North Dakota. Never been that northern route, never gone through Canada when we started a western trip, so that was really cool. Sault Ste. Marie, drove from there, which is home of Wayne Gretzky's junior hockey team. And as a hockey player growing up, I found that really kind of nostalgic, having read a lot of Wayne Gretzky autobiographies. Crossing from Sault Ste. Marie into the United States, going across the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, into Wisconsin, into Minnesota. It was a massive drive. It was a lot of fun. I was able to hop out, I was able to get my rides in, I was able to get some work done. It's a little bit more of an adventure when you have 3 other humans to factor in, but you know, that is part of the adventure here. So then made my way to Fargo, picked up the family, and then went to the tiny town of Pisek, North Dakota. Now it is the kind of town that if you blink as you're driving through, you will miss it. It's a population of 100, a couple hundred. I mean, it is minuscule, and it is home to the Nepomuk Narly gravel race. I was invited out there. I first kind of dismissed it because I didn't think it made sense to get to North Dakota in early July. I saw that Adam Roberge did it. I saw that Chase Wark did it. I saw that Eno, the premium Russian, did it. And I said, you know what? This is the kind of race that is drawing some really fast people. Furthermore, we can begin to link a trip together. We can go from North Dakota to Montana, where we are now, to do the Last Best Ride, which is the next weekend, this coming week, 5 days away. And then we have a family wedding in Seattle just a few days from now. So we were able to put all these pieces together and pull off this, what's gonna amount to about a month-long trip. So race report goes like this.
Gravel. They bladed it all to make it look pretty for you.
Look at this.
You got anybody you want to come?
Oh my God. I did it because I thought.
The cannon,
I'm embarrassed.
Will signal.
I followed a move pretty early on. I mean, this is a small field, right? I mean, I want to say there's maybe 50 people who started the 100 mile distance. I went into a small move with Adam Sabin and one other, and we quickly rode away, had a gap. Next, Eno and Adam bridged up to us, and then we have a very strong group. Meanwhile, Chase Wark, super fast guy who's really making his name in gravel, he had a mechanical that took him out of the race, unfortunately, so rather than 4 of us rotating, it was quickly 3, Eno, Adam, and myself. So the characteristics of the race were in the bottom half, there's a really interesting, dynamic, punchy portion. I mean, when you're driving across the prairie and you were told that there are hills out there, you'd be like, impossible, I don't see it. And then all of a sudden you're riding along and then you're in these just massive hills, really steep pitches. I mean, probably 20-25%, really loose gravel. I mean, really, really interesting riding. Go out on the plains again, past canola, past corn, past soybean fields, and then up into a really dynamic 36-mile course. That's where Adam put in an attack. Eno and I sat at about 10 seconds, rotating, with the point of, we knew we could catch him, but we wanted to wear him out, so we just let him dangle. He probably got up to about 15-20 seconds. Came to a really steep section where he had been out of sight, and we caught him in an instant. And at that point, I thought it was because he was just saying, okay, I've given up for now, I'm not gonna do this. I didn't know if he had a little tumble and was back on his bike, but the gap went from big to small really quickly. In hindsight, we should have hit him right then with an attack because he had said he was cramping. This is probably 75 miles into the race. So we get back together as a group of 3, rotate. Eno unfortunately has a slow leak, so he is out, and then it's Adam and me duking it out for the finish. Sprinting is not my forte, so I tried to hit him twice in the final mile and a half, final 2K. I was actually pleased with the little gaps that I got on him, but ultimately he reeled me in both times, including the final, I don't know, it was probably 300 meters to go. He took the win. I'm happy with that. Laura's very happy with her race. She also finished second. So, I mean, yeah, for a small event, I say we never choose races to go race for the prize money, but of course going home with a winner's check, a novelty winner's check, was pretty darn neat, ×2. Bigger than that, if every town could get behind a gravel event the way Pisek does, gravel would be NBA. The entire town, albeit small, poured their hearts and souls into it. There was a festival the entire day. There was a festival with bouncy houses, with food trucks, with coffee trucks, with face painting, with tons of stuff for kids. I mean, this isn't a town that's gonna be drawing a big cycling community, so it's really a way to introduce people to cycling that would otherwise not know. And this has everything to do with the founder, Jason's intent with what he's done with the town. It was really neat to see what he did with Pisek. It's really neat to see what he's done with the Nepomuk Narly. This was year 4. Smaller events like this are super cool because you really feel like you get to weave yourself into the fabric of the town. I mean, I met the mayor. There's one store in town. I met the 2 owners. I mean, they have this really cool Pisek general store. Cash only, don't bring a card. And when I say the whole town poured their energy into it, I mean, everybody had their yard perfectly manicured. Everybody came out with their kids to be part of the festival. Everybody was really involved. Everybody went to the award ceremony. I mean, small town events like this are so much fun. So I can't really speak highly enough of this event. It's easy to look at the big ones, look at the Unbounds and look at the SBTs, and those are fantastic in their own regard. I think we also need to really support the grassroots events because it is a heck of a lot of hard work from the ground up, the people who are creating these events. So hats off to Jason, terrific event. Oh, furthermore, we also did a shakeout ride the day before. That was really neat. So, Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, check them out. Thank you, Simon. All right, I'm gonna go chase my kids down. Over and out.